Hello peeps, I broke my collarbone. It's not fun. I've done it 3 times now. This is my 3rd time. And the first story of how I broke it is pretty interesting. I think I want to go into that today. But first, in order to do a vlog, you have to have proper cutscenes. And this might mean standing in various places around the room. You also can't be camera shy whatsoever. So sit back and relax as I get really intimate with the microphone. So the story starts off when I was 7 or 8 years old. Now being a 7-year-old, I was really interested in all things Disney. Like all Disney stars, I had a babysitter. Now my babysitter was awesome. I mean like one of those babysitters you think of as a crazy big brother who just wants to get into the weirdest stuff. So I mean at this guy's house, he had these laser gun things, these laser tag gun things that we were just obsessed with. And we would go running around his house, up and down the stairs, all throughout the house, just like laser tagging each other while his sister was just reading or doing some homework. It was just awesome. He also had an Xbox, and we also had an Xbox too, so we were really into that. He also had a trampoline and a ginormous Hot Wheels track, which I thought was the coolest thing ever. But enough about him. This story starts at my house. In my living room. So my babysitter was over, and he was just watching us, and we were in the living room. We were watching some TV before. We just had eaten dinner. And we decided that afterwards we were going to shut off all the lights. This sounds weird, doesn't it? We were going to grab the beanbags, and we were going to start hitting each other with them. And so that eventually just transitioned to us playing Karate in the Dark. Now, Karate in the Dark may seem like a very eccentric idea, and will end in victory and over 9,000 remarks, but it didn't. And it kind of started off like this. And then there was a point where he went for the sweeper. I was basically caught by the feet, thrown on my shoulder. My shoulder went quickly and forcefully inward, and basically touched my sternum. And with that, there was a crack. And being a little boss, I was just like, oh, my arm's just all convoluted and messed up, and I was just like, ha, this is awesome, man. But in reality, my shoulder just looked fine, and I was in a lot of pain. And I think I may have been crying then, too. But my babysitter, I was so surprised he wasn't going, like, mental. He just brought me by my arm, brought me to my room, sat me down, propped me up on a beanbag, and then said, stay there, I'm gonna get some ice. Yeah, but I want ice cream. So he brought me some ice, just had me in that position, and was just sitting there, and he was fine. He's like, if you need anything, just yell outside the door, and I'll be there. And I was like, okay. So I just sat there until like 10 o'clock, just waiting for my parents to go home, and then there was a sound. So long story short about my house, how my house is set up, this room was actually my room up until I was about 9 or 10 years old. Then I moved out and I moved downstairs with my brother, and that room is ginormous. And my little brother had his own like crib and stuff in this room. But eventually I transferred back into this room, and this is my own room, and I have all my setup and stuff here for recording junk, so yeah. So in this very same room, on that bed I was sitting, there was another bed on top of it because it was a bunk bed, and it was against this wall. But that door over there was open, and it was open just so I could yell if I needed him and all that stuff. But through that door, I heard a sound that just tore my heart and just brought me all the way to the ground. And it was the most miserable night of my life. Now I'm not sure if it was the same year, but there's this game that came out that completely brought me and my brother into the gaming console, and it just wrecked our free time. Buckle up, Call of Duty fans! It was Halo 1. Now all of us, including my babysitter, were into this game. So here I am propped up in bed in a lot of pain, and I finally hear... That's it, they were playing Halo, and I was broken and I couldn't do anything. So to this day, that was probably one of the most depressing times of my childhood. It's surprising that I remember the Halo part, but I guess that was really important to me back then. Thank you guys for watching. Comment below what you think about my story, but also tell your own stories down in the comments about what was kind of like the worst night or the most emotional time, whether it be silly, whether it be funny, whether it be scary, whatever you want to share down in the comments. Do that right now. You may have noticed that I don't have my cast on, and that's because when I have it on during or when I'm walking outside or when I'm in public places, it helps to kind of prop it up as I'm walking and doing stuff like that. But and while I'm sitting in the chair, it's fine to have it out, and I can stretch it and enjoy it, enjoy the pain. But it's healing, it's getting better. I fractured it. I didn't actually break it as bad as I did last year and when I was 7 years old. Those are probably the worst things, and I actually broke it. This one I just fractured, and so it hurts if I raise my arm, but other than that, if I keep it down and if I keep it isolated, I keep holding my hand here, so to help it out. So I'm not you know, trying to get likes or love because I'm in pain, but don't even worry about it. Anyways, all that stuff, thank you guys for watching. Comment below your stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace off.